just put a couple relief cuts above and below this seam. As you can see, it's that just ridiculous, beautiful stalactite seam agate with brown core, white moss growing from the top. Beautiful little stalactites. Okay, so I'm gonna try and break this free, and I need both hands to do it. Super heartbreaking. It tends to be really cracking, shattering up here. All this broken opal. See, man, these are still, I mean, workable size pieces, barely, and of course they're beautiful. But I think I'm gonna avoid this vein for a little while. It's too heartbreaking. It's too heartbreaking to break this seam and not get it out in bigger pieces. So I'm gonna probably do some digging, and I'll show you what I have found then. All right, so you can see I've cleared the overburden to here, and it's still, this is still the plate that I'm working on. I'm not sure what goes on here, but it's a little broken up, so it won't carry on anymore. There might restart for a little further down, but I'm just gonna have to try and take this one out as much as I can. So just so you can see, I think you can tell what I'm working on. Again, it's pretty dirty. I don't have a lot of water up here, but you can see that this entire seam is still going up there. That's where I worked before, and this is where I'm working now. So I don't know how big of a piece I'm gonna get out of here, but I mean, this is getting to be about as large as I'm gonna want to carry down. I don't even know if I could fit anything bigger than this in my backpack. So I think I cracked it. So I guess it's time to just reef these off. And I'll probably head out discouraged. I mean, see, that looks like it existed. How is that fracture line so oxidized and dirty if I just broke that? I just broke that. Ooh, do you see the dendrite? Do you see the dendritic growth? Maybe I didn't break it. I mean, I certainly broke a lot, and I might have contributed to this fracturing, but it was already fractured in situ. Okay, well, I'm gonna load up with what I smashed and take it down to the stream like we do. And I don't think I need to show you any more of this, but I will clean up a bunch of this and take it to the creek so I can show you what it looks like. Okay, kids, came down to the creek. I only brought a few pieces, but let you have a look. There we go. Some gorgeous clear agate like opal. There's some interesting, almost dendritic formations in this opal. Super interesting piece. I have a feeling there could be even some copper inclusions in this. It's pretty awesome. But I noticed in a couple of these pieces, see this, do you see the fire? Now, I'm not sure if that's just a fracture or I have some fire opal on the edges of this seam agate. You can see there, it's pretty incredible. Let's see if I can zoom in on that. How clear that is. It might just be a fracture, but it's sure nice to look at. And it's not alone in that one piece. This is actually the first piece I saw it here. So interesting. I wonder what that's going to look like as jewelry. I did wash up a few of the fractured pieces. I can see what sort of designs they had on some of these broken pieces. Again, very interesting. So here we have, here he goes, alligator lizard. But they'll drop their tail. If you grab their tail, they'll drop that as a food sacrifice to a predator, and then they subsequently go on to grow a new tail. It's pretty amazing when you watch the tail break and fall off. It writhes and kicks and it flips around all over the place, making more movement than the lizard itself, which draws the attention of the predator and allows for a escape with a minimal amount of meat loss. Well, I went for a hike up there. I made it quite a ways. I found lots of beautiful blue, green stones. I'm not sure what they are. I'm hoping it's chrysocolla. Maybe serpentine. I was just following these veins that we're so very used to by now. But now I think I'm gonna have a look down. This I found earlier. Very interesting. Excuse my rock licking. But yeah, that should slice up quite nice. Some jasper, some chalcedony, and some other bands of miscellaneous mineralization. But I think now's the time to follow this wash and see what it's uncovered down there. What a dream day. Overcast, a little bit of sun, tiniest little mist of a drizzle. What a beautiful day for this sort of activity. Look at this site. This is my site. What a place. Super beautiful. Have a look. Look at that. What a great place. Right up there is a cave. Well, a man can't take two steps on this claim before he finds something good. I'm about 2 feet up the hill from where I last stopped and showed you the botryoidal. So here we got some basalt. It's breaking away, revealing these agates. Those will be nice and easy to pluck out. So you can see these vesicles, these air pockets here. They're formed when this Basalt was a liquid lava, and those gas bubbles formed as it was cooling into stone. Now those can subsequently be backfilled with a silicate, forming forming agates that you don't generally just, well, pick up off the ground like this. But yeah, there's a small one sitting there, and there's more of this botryoidal. There are more agates. This is just a convoluted muck pile here. I can't even imagine the lava that formed this, but lots of cavities, lots of voids for things to form in after the fact. So I'm gonna poke around some more, see what we get. I'll do a quick little rock lick on that. It's a bit dirty, this rock, but you can see it's got nice waterline banding, bit of a shell left. So what probably happened here is there was probably a shelf of growing crystals, making this a geode for the top half of this sphere, and those have broken and slipped away. But I could probably find them if I looked or I raked, but I'm just doing prospecting today by the looks of things. Okay guys, I'll show you my next incredible find. Shouldn't be very long. Well, wait, maybe I'm being selfish. Maybe you folks want to see these easily collected friends. Difficult with one hand and no tools, but shouldn't be hard to get these out. Interesting. And so yeah, that's agate collecting in BC. Just pick these ones up. See if I can't get this fella. There's that one. So all of these should demonstrate the waterline effect, which makes them actually agates and not just chalcedony. But I won't be able to find out until I slice them. This one, as you see, was 2 air bubbles that sort of got near each other and then shared a space, so they were able to be backfilled. This happens quite a bit. You can get some super interesting shapes, little snowmen, hearts, such. All right, folks, talk to you. Oh, this one. Oh, yeah, that looks like a flattened one. So sometimes the weight of the lava, as it's still cooling, will flatten the air bubble out. So you get these interesting squished oval effects. This one, as you see, eroded out. It's broken already. I've removed it now, and you can see that there's a geode. It has more or less what I described before, perhaps smaller crystallization than I had imagined, but waterline, and then the cavity, which has not been filled. So this little, if you can see all of these, this little outcrop here is just chock full. If anyone's ever done any agate collecting, they should understand that that's a fairly tasty little haul for no tools, no real work, no real effort at all. Well, as I like to say, as this claim tends to make me say, yeah, right. Yeah, that's float. Do you see that? Do you see this piece of float seam agate? Opal seam agate. This is, I don't know, 5 pounds? Just laying here in this washout, waiting to be picked up, waiting to be loved, waiting to be cherished and put on display for the world to see. But I mean, just look at the colors in these stones. They're not wet. It is slightly raining. I would love to show you guys what it looked like when they were wet. I would love to show you guys what this looks like when it's in flow. I've never seen that yet. I will this fall. Here's some more incredible material. Look at those spider webs of chalcedony go all the way through this stone. They come out over here. This is moss agate. This is another kilogram piece of moss agate. Who knows what else is going on in here. It's beautiful. Here's silicates. You know, these skins. Look, white botryoidal. It's starting to get green. Look at this piece. Here. Look. Do you see all that? Beautiful. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. Blues, greens, clear. What a place. I love this mountain. I wish I could just live up here. The diversity of the stone, it really surprises me. It never ceases to amaze me. I just make little piles as I'm walking, little piles of beautiful rocks that I just can't carry with me because my pockets are already full. And I mean, I have to have room for this. Why would I carry tools? Why do you need tools? Well, I hate leaving this stuff behind. I just make little piles. It makes me feel like I can hire a pack donkey. This material, when it is cut and polished, it's phenomenal. It's so beautiful. It's so unique and rare. I've seen some pieces of it now, and so I will show you as soon as I get my hands on them. But I guess I'm time to explore a little more. I haven't even gone up this or down. It's quite a ways to go down there, and this is unbelievable. What a place. I found my place. I hope everybody finds your place. To everybody out there, keep looking. Go look, get up off the couch, turn off my video when it's done, and you've liked it. Maybe subscribe. But turn off your TV, turn off your devices, get out into the hills, drive Forest Service roads, get out, walk, take your dog, take some water, take a hammer, and follow color. Just follow the color. If you find color, follow it to wherever it wants to take you. Don't get lost, stay safe, but find your place. Go and find your place. There's somewhere waiting for you, full of treasure, full of delight, and waiting to make you smile. Now go find it. All right, we're at the end of the day, creek stop. I'll show you a few of the pieces of float that I found. Here's the first one, really nice, big lump of seam agate. It looks like it's the sparkle variety, super beautiful. But the real treasure is this one. It was just staring at me, laying there on the cliff as I walked by. That's why I scooped it up, and I'm gonna bring it home. Zero work involved apart from carrying this 3 kilogram piece of seam agate. I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe.